my bunk as a passenger. But now we have to seize control of the vessel, which means by right of conquest, it is our vessel now.
Yeah, you guys even made Roz like jump off a boat. Like,
Die.
Just yanked off of a
You know,
boat.
full disclosure, just because we're talking about it, and you know, it was going to come up sooner or later when Rin was drowning, and I was like, I'm going to go get Dagoth. I was hoping you would, because if you had come back, I'd have been like, get Yankee telekinesis. I pick him up out of the water and drop him back in the water, and then go back to bed. That would have been just so satisfying. Oh well, missed opportunity. Next time, I got you, Ren. Don't worry.
So,
No more water.
so
8 lives.
where we last left off.
Where did we leave off, Frankie? Tell me.
Still reeling from the death of Jeffrey, the party launched immediately into an investigation of the previous night's events. There was a lot of finger pointing and blame going around, with tempers almost boiling over. Thankfully, calmer heads prevailed, with the assistance of Captain Tony putting his foot down and reminding everyone that it was his ship. After Captain Tony settled everyone down, the party learned the following through the course of their brief investigation. The body appeared to have been masked with some kind of cloaking enchantment, so the time of death is unknown. A coin bearing the mark of Orcus was found in the body of Jeffrey. This coin appeared to be a one-way kind of receiving device that Nidal tried to momentarily revive using his arcane abilities, which treated him to a horrifying vision of who appeared to be Orcus in his lair. Madame Deshane had seen a dead elvish soldier wandering the decks the night before, and has been suffering severe migraines that she has not found the cause of. And finally, after talking to Stilzox's men, who were on duty for the last shift, they appeared to have seen nothing, and they seemed earnest in that. However, during the course of the investigation, the party was attacked by the corpse of the elven soldier that Madame Deshane had sworn she saw walking the decks. This occurred after a warding pouch of herbs was removed from the corpse's mouth, and it rapidly turned into what appeared to be a ghoulish type creature. With relative ease, the party dispatched the newly minted ghoul, and this event raised more questions, and the party was frustrated with the lack of answers. So, with the blessing of Captain Tony, the party called for an all-hands-on-deck meeting on the bow. Upon reaching the meeting, Nidal saw a shocking but familiar figure. That of Dario, the man that had sent the original party on their mission to Riverbend to find out information about his nephew. His appearance was not the same, though to Nidal he appeared to be a figure with deep red burning skin with long curled horns wreathed in shadow and flame set above obsidian black eyes. And as you are looking at this figure, you blink, Nidal, and it goes back to Dario. The same figure you had seen in the tavern that fateful morning when the original party had come together. So, you all have arrived. It looks like most everyone is filtering in about now. Captain Tony is absent, but you trust that he will probably make his way there. So, what would you like to do? Just to set the scene a little bit more. Sorry, before we get into it, it is getting pretty cold. The temperature is noticeably dropped in the half a day's travel you guys have been making upriver. It is probably mid to low 40s right now, and there is a thick fog all across the river.
Yeah, I'm
It
gonna.
is. Oh, it is just 1 second. It is drizzling, and the same kind of feeling that you guys had been having on the journey up, of this kind of oppressive, just weight on your chest sense of dread, is becoming stronger the further north you get. So go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, while we have everybody here, though, I'm gonna pull up the shutters on the lantern and set it up in a place to where we're getting that revealing light across everybody on deck.
Okay. So you shine this revealing light, and as you go from person to person, it just passes over. It To them, it's no more than a dim lantern light. But as you hover over some of the people in the crowd, they almost have this kind of like sickly aura coming over them. And when you notice, it is specifically, I check my notes here, it is Damien, who visibly looks pretty sick. He's kind of coughing, hacking a little bit. You see Stilzox has the same aura around him, and the more you look, he seems a little off, but he's kind of, a clench your jaw and bear it kind of guy, so he's not going to let on too much. The two guards, his two men, Brannerlug and Helmar, are also visibly growing ill, as well as Harry, the kind of rough and tumble looking sailor who you know to be the quartermaster.
So we're like everyone is still all in the same spot then, like everyone on the boat.
Yep, everyone is here.
Okay.
Would you like a rundown of names?
No, I'm going to point at Dario and ask, does anyone recognize this man?
Everyone kind of looks around and kind of hush talk. Stilzox pipes up. I do not recognize him, but to be fair, all of us have been kind of busy the last few days, so I don't recognize half of these people.
Well then, can I use message to multiple people?
No. Message is just one person.
Hmm. I'm just gonna, quietly message. Can I do it like one at a time then?
Mm-hmm.
I'd just like to, message
Granted,
everyone and
yeah. Are you doing this stealthily, like trying to hide it?
yeah, I'm gonna just start walking away, I guess.
Okay. Make me either a performance check or a sleight of hand check to see if you can pull this off without anyone noticing.
So my Discord lagged out, and I missed what is happening right now. But what is going on?
Everyone's kind
Antonio.
of grouped up and there's a meeting.
And then we cast light over one guy, and he's a ghoul.
There's like a sickly aura around Jeffrey's dad, Stilzok's men, and the quartermaster. Yes, I do have my list of suspects and a pen and paper.
Should
Okay.
kill them. Just to be just for safe.
So yeah, you kind of walk away and you stealthily take out the copper wire and kind of cup it in your mouth and start speaking. So what do you want to relay to the group?
The man, I don't know how to describe. I can't even remember his description to be honest. But I kind of
So Dario is kind of like a probably like mid-50s kind of silver fox, pretty good shape, not especially tall, probably like 5'8", tan skin, is dressed fairly nicely. He has a nice kind of like deep purple belt robe. You don't really know what he has on underneath, but he gives the appearance much to the contrary of how you first met him, where he was kind of just a vagabond. He appears now to be well dressed and kind of carrying himself higher than he did when you first met him.
then I'd like to message everyone that the silver-haired one is not the same person I met, but he sent me on a journey with my original group. I don't know if
I
this
draw
can be
my sword.
trusted.
So
Oh, he's to be trusted.
when you say that, Nidal, you just hear this overwhelming static fill your head. And roll a d4 for me. So this static kind of just keeps reverberating and bouncing around in your head, and you finally just drive it out, but you are stunned momentarily. So it would be the effect of like 1 round.
Oh, okay.
So you just take yourself, we're not in combat time, so it's just like 5 or 6 seconds where you're like reeling and you're kind of go blurry double vision for a second, but you regather.
Do we still receive the message?
You do not.
Gotcha.
Comms, the first casualty of war.
Hmm.
Every time.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and talk to Harry then. If there are no objections.
I'll go with him.
Okay.
I'll be his body man, just in the back, being intimidating.
So,
Alright, so
Scowling.
as you walk up to Harry, it's been a second, I'll give you the description again. He's kind of a shorter, probably like 5'7", balding man with thick mutton chops, a scar across his cheek that's kind of prominent. You see he has kind of patchwork tattoos all up and down his arm. He's wearing a simple white shirt with a very rough leather tunic. And he is kind of like steadying himself on the side of the boat, kind of just rocking, and he looks like he's coming down with the flu.
Harry, you doing all right there? How you feeling, bud?
Ever since yesterday, my head is just killing me. I can barely stand, I can barely talk.
You're right, mate. Your fucking head's killing you, you see.
Oh, I hear you're busting my balls.
Don't mind the gith. You know how they can
just
be.
like, you right, mate. A wee headache. Oh, poor on. Oh.
He just
Nah.
shoots you a glare.
Harry,
This alien is talking shit. This alien is doing an accent to break his balls. That's so funny. Ah.
trying to redirect the conversation. Io glares at Dagoth and then looks back to Harry. I notice you're not the only one who's not feeling so great right now. Is
Hey.
is there anything that kind of kicked this off?
No, I just kind of woke up like this morning. I felt fine last night.
And where are you staying at? Where are your quarters?
My quarters are below deck.
Get 2 cots down from ours.
No, we're above deck.
Where the crew usually sleeps.
Oh, we're in the officer ward. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are in like the residential kind of like where this is very much like a kind of like touring like short cruise boat. Think of like, you know, like the Viking cruise ships in Europe that just go like up and down the Danube and
So
shit.
this guy's just like staying, like he's just like down on the crew deck, just slumming it with the mean.
Yeah.
Respect.
Well, he's
Like
the ship's quartermaster.
Yeah, he's the ship's quartermaster.
Oh, is he? I'm sorry. A lot of these details, just
No, that's dude. There's a reason why I started writing them down. No worries. That's I'm dedicated to this fucking investigation.
Hey, go fuck yourself.
Now, Harry, I
Fucking-
imagine.
Sorry, what? You cut out on my
Yellow prick.
I imagine Stilzok and his men are probably staying down with you, but what about Damien here? What about
Hey,
the boy's father?
No,
Has he
he's,
been below decks?
I can't remember. I don't think I saw him. But
I lean back to Dagoth and say, "We may need to check the ship's hold."
Was
now
this
that you
not the
mention it,
idea that
actually-
I said out loud last time? Like 20 minutes ago, before all this shit, I was like, we should go deck by deck and search just everything.
Hey,
Nope, never said
And
it.
there's a lot of,
Johnny-
but what about this one? And we need to go. What about Jimmy and Roy made it? You
Hey,
know,
shut your fucking mouth, will you? Fucking no-nose prick.
You know how it is when you're
hey, it helped.
no
Not
decision
having
on the
those.
circumcision. It's terrible.
You mean when I'm the only person that has a good idea and everyone ignores me?
But Io, that's your name, right?
Correct.
Now that you mention it, I'm pretty sure he came down either last night or the night before, and he was looking for food for his wee one and his wife.
Did you give him anything?
But
And it's absolutely fine
Uh,
if you did. I know many a generous man who skipped a meal for a kid.
no,
He didn't
the
give them
cook.
anything.
Garten the cook. I think he fixed him up.
Did
Why didn't you
did Garten happen to cook anything for you? Because I know, if I'm not mistaken, there should be there's a young
Well,
woman I
I
think
mean-
who cooks with him as well.
Justina.
Yeah.
Well, I
Did
mean,
Garten whip anything
Garden's
for you?
the cook for the whole ship.
Well, yeah, but did you ask
He
him for
cooks the
anything in
food for
particular?
everyone.
Did you ask him for anything in particular, though? Did you have any reason to go to
No.
him? Okay.
No, he's a good cook. Like, I usually trust what he's cooking us, so I just eat it. Don't ask any questions.
Oh, and this isn't on him. I've got a belly full of his food too. It's more a question of if this is some off meat or something like that that's causing
Look,
your symptoms.
Henry,
that-
Henry, right? Is it
Just
Henry?
trying to Harry.
Harry.
Excuse me, I apologize. Listen, Harry, I'm just going to level with you. There's somebody running around on this ship who is not what they claim to be, and we have to figure out who that is. So if we can't do that, quick, fast, and in a hurry, I'm going to start chucking people off the fucking side of this thing. So,
I guess that's the
Yeah.
long and short of it.
Yeah, I could teleport him off. if you
I'm
want.
gonna level with you, yellow one. As far
first
as
of
I'm
all, it is
concerned,
a
you can.
yellowish green. First of all, some get their yellow. I am not. I have a very healthy green.
You
to my
can take
complexion.
those hands you're talking about throwing people with and shove them up your ass.
I'm going to let you pick which hand I cut you in half with. You keep it up.
I'd like to see you
Alright.
try.
All right, you've
All right, that's it.
made
I
your
don't
point.
I'm gonna grapple him. I'm gonna grab him by the cuff of his shirt. I'm gonna be like, "What'd you say? What? What?"
At this moment, you hear,
Tired mode.
"Hey, everyone!" And you see up above, and kind of the low balcony, looking above the kind of, like flat observation deck you have on the bow of the ship. You see Captain Tony take a big old swig from a dark bottle and then burp a little bit. He says, I am here to remind everyone that this is my ship. I will have no one making any sort of accusations without evidence. I will have no infighting. A horrible tragedy has occurred here, and we will get to the bottom of it.
They got whispers to Io. He's like, "Yeah, looks like we're not the only fucking people keeping this thing floating."
That whole exchange, right?
So, Dagoth, if you could please unhand my first mate.
Did I get my hands on him? I assumed I
Yeah.
did not.
You,
Oh,
but you
awesome.
both just went for no give in either one. We were both went straight like hands to throat.
Hell yeah! All right, I'll let him go. But then I tell him, I whisper in his ear, "Next time you get the whip,
Back in Rick.
you're right, mate.
I
Next time I'll
he-
10-year high."
you see him like he's about to
He's
say
about
some shit, and then he kind of just bites his tongue because he knows the captain's watching.
That's right. He knows I'll win.
So-
Would I have heard that whole exchange, or
I
Or
mean,
have
yeah,
my
probably.
headache?
Yeah, no, that's long past.
all right? I'm gonna go ahead and point at Dario and say that I would start with investigating him. He's not who he says he is.
I look at Dario and I say, "Put your hands where I can see him." The green light, the
Yeah, I
light screen.
see he's
We gotta
been-
move. We gotta move.
Leaning up against the railing, and he says, "Well, these accusations are unbelievable. I'm a refugee from Baden, just like the rest of you. I cannot comprehend why I would be getting picked out like this."
Oh
It's-
man, everyone's gonna have some accent that I can't help but insult.
I'm gonna shift my attention to Dario now that Nigel's pulling it over.
I unclasp my whip and keep it in my hand.
Why are we investigating another of the refugees? I lean into Nigel and I say he doesn't have the aura, the sick.
Someone on this
I also
motherfucker is
saw
gonna
some-
kill the rest of us.
I saw a
Alright.
different face on him before, and he was the man from. Sorry, Ian, you're gonna have to fact check me. Blue Sun Tavern.
Yes.
So, yeah, I guess I look at him and out loud at Dario and say, "So, if you're a refugee, then why did I meet you in Blue Sun?"
So you met him in the town of Baden in the Blue Sun Tavern.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Baden? I'm afraid you have me mistaken, friend. I was a merchant from the capital in Tolrian. I was in Baden overnight while my ship got, filled up with cargo. We were set to head back down the morning all that shit kicked off."
Does Dagoth notice anything weird about what he's saying? Does it sound weird? Am I getting bad vibes? You know what I'm saying? Am I like this guy
Make
sounds
an
like a lying
insight
piece
check.
of shit?
Make
An
an
insight check?
insight check, young Dagoth.
All right. Well, insight's not something I'm not a very insightful individual.
You don't know what it is, but you trust this guy. He just he seems like an up and up fella, and you're like, hey, this guy's all right. Like he's
Are we
telling
all
the
standing
truth
around in a
right now.
circle, or is Night all like somewhere else, and he's just like feeding us information?
No, they're kind of off to the side. Dario's on the top left of the ship.
I would look back at Night and be like, Night shut the fuck up. You don't know what you're talking about. This guy, he is just like everyone else here, and you are just trying to sow chaos. Now the other guy, Harry, you fucking look back at him. It ain't me. Fucking 2 fingers to the eyes, right back over at his
Oh,
eyes.
fuck
You
your
know
mother,
what
you prick.
I'm saying?
Dario goes on to continue. I am a victim here, just like the rest of you. And I don't appreciate accusations getting hurled my way. So, I would politely, because some people know how to politely do things around here, request an apology.
What did I?
I'll do you one better, my friend.
What did I exactly know this guy?
No.
Okay.
I'll do you one better, my friend. I've got some healing arts, so would it be alright if I checked you out just to make sure that you're doing okay. I haven't had a chance to make a rounds, and we'll just do a quick little check
Well-
on you.
Well, I do appreciate it, but I was actually fortunate enough to find a nice, safe hiding place when everything kicked off, so I'm doing pretty okay. But
We're not asking for information.
the others on the boat, they're clearly having some sort of ailment, so I would feel remiss if I took up your abilities when they clearly need it more than I do.
Are you sure? You seem to be in quite the state of distress.
No.
He's a
I-
cleric. You should listen to the goat.
He kind of just steels himself, takes a big breath, and says, "I apologize. I know how to do that, by the way. I apologize for my outburst. These days have been stressful, as you well understand, and I am not used to this kind of stress, and that is on me. But
Are
I
you
can
saying
assure
you
you,
never sent my party away to find your nephew?
friend, I have never met you in my life. You must be mistaking me for someone else. I
I
mean,
think you got short-term
my-
memory loss here.
my devilishly handsome features,
Devilishly handsome.
can get
Sir,
confused.
you appear to be in some sort of
the re-
trauma response. Some post traumatic amnesia.
Just let the
Amnesia.
goat check you out. Just 2 seconds. Then we move on to the next person.
No, it's fine. If the man doesn't want it, the man doesn't want it. I turn to Rin and say, I think we need to go down and check the hold. That seems to be the only common denominator right now.
This guy's sus. This guy's giga sus.
I don't I've got nothing to go on right now except for the fact that every person who's suffering symptoms right now went down into the hold last night. So this guy might be sus. Maybe the gift can keep an eye on him, but I need somebody to go with me down there. I've got eyes,
So,
but
I
I ain't
have
got
a name.
arms.
As you, you have a
Uh,
name?
Oh, he said the gift. I'm sorry. Just
Yeah.
And I'm not a goat.
The space
Fucker.
dog we
You literally
like,
are a
follow
goat.
us around.
You are a goat with 2 legs.
As
Don't
you
fool me.
as you guys are walking away, Nidal, you hear in your head, "Oh, I'm so sorry. You're going to have to try much harder than that." And you look back and you see Dario giving you a wry smile.
Okay. Can I do something action typey?
Sure.
I'm gonna take.
Just
the cork
remember
out of
the captain's watching.
That's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah, Captain, with your permission, I would like to perform a test. If this man is what he says he is,
One of us is the thing, and we got to
and it
figure out
won't
who
hurt
it
him.
is. Dude, we're
won't
we're
cause
doing the
any-
thing.
Roll
We're
a
doing the
persuasion.
house
Roll.
scene.
Roll a persuasion check. I'm gonna call the DC on this 15.
Oh, how convenient.
Hog.
Oh my god! Now we get to cut
Captain
some,
looks at
some of
you.
this blood.
Kind of takes a big swig. You can perform one test, but I do not want to make a habit of accusing people without evidence.
That's why we're testing them, sir. Come on, man. What do we look like?
I
Unprofessionals?
saw
Come
something
on.
momentarily that was not a human face, so I'd just like to confirm it. And if he is who he says he is, this will
I-
do nothing to him.
Hearing this commotion,
I implore you, Captain, please. And the captain goes, "Sorry. I do not know your name, but you are a passenger on my ship. I am asking you to do the bare minimum."
Martial law, fellas.
Dario kind of rolls his eyes. and goes, "Fine."
hearing the commotion, Io stops Rin as they're walking away, kind of nudges him in the arm and shakes the shackles in his bag, gives him a little look.
I just nod my head, like, mm-hmm. And then I just
Okay.
get into a stance ready to go if need be.
All right. So, what is the test you're performing, Daniel?
Can I actually? I have no idea how this stuff works still fully, but like holy water, drinking it normally wouldn't hurt someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, yeah, I hold out the flask and say, "This is just a flask of holy water. I saw something devilish in this man, so if he is human, he should be able to consume this without any issue."
What, you want me to drink some holy water or something?
Yeah.
I mean, if that's all, he takes the flask from you, and you see him down it, keeping eye contact with you.
I do a perception check to see if he did any kind of sleight of hand there.
Sure. Make a perception check.
Oh,
Natural 20.
Oh man.
baby.
Okay. You see he's drinking it. But you also see that beneath the calm, cool exterior, and you're probably the only one that can see this right now, there is a little tinge of pain as he's drinking it. But nothing major. No one else would be able to see it. And he polishes it off and he goes, "Ooh. Well, now that was refreshing. Thank you, friend. I will consider that your apology." And he does a little bow and hands you back the flask.
All right. Well, I guess we have nothing to prove with this guy. Maybe we should go search the lower decks.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
If I were to cast, like, let's say, like a chronal shift on like his stomach to reroll how his stomach is dealing with that, would that be allowed?
Ooh.
Getting fancy.
I want you.
Because that's a reaction and like it makes him reroll.
Before you do that, I am going to give you the opportunity to make a history check to
Okay.
kind of take this information into account and kind of parse things out.
Oh, baby.
1d6.
Oh.
All right.
Uh-oh. The teacher pulled him out of the room.
So, y'all think what I'm thinking?
No.
Throw the Gith off the boat.
I was
I
gonna
mean, I'm
say.
I would take each and every one of you.
I was gonna say wait
You
for
better show some. You better put some respect to my name.
wait
don't
for
know,
next
we got
time
a
and then
DPS counter?
shackle the guy up.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I've
Literally
had him the
throw
whole
them
time, but I've been trying not to. It's been forever since I've played D&D, so I'm trying really hard not to metagame. I didn't want to be like, yeah, I set the dimensional shackles on the guy you said you didn't like.
So I'm pushing this shit with the holy water.
Yeah. No, I dig it. This
Indeed.
is awesome.
Come on though, he couldn't like burp a little flame after drinking it.
I wonder if he threw it in his
Bullshit.
face if he had a different reaction.
I think consuming was the most direct way though.
I mean,
True.
you
The
could hide.
skin
you could,
is an effective barrier.
I would say there's more skin than just him drinking it. So like if he would
Yeah.
have a little smoke come off him or something.
But those are all unprotected tissues. You know what I mean? Like,
Wait,
if it's
That shit
doing
should've
nothing
hurt.
Yeah,
to
wait.
an
Why
exposed
did
esophagus,
we ask him to drink the holy water? Why didn't we like
because
spritz him with
Nigel
it?
thinks he's sus. I don't know. I thought
Yeah,
drinking
but
holy water was a pretty straightforward
holy
thing.
water. You're like, haha, and then they like catch
Wait.
fire. And they're evil.
Ben, you're a religious
Depends on the
character.
demon.
Are you
Yeah,
able
I
to
mean,
make?
it's
Are
not
you
a demon thing, right? It's
are
just
you
a
able
it's just
to
a good or
bless
evil
water?
thing.
I actually don't know how that would work. I know I can purify food and drink.
Just turn his stomach acid into holy water.
No. Turn all the
True.
water around us into holy water.
And throw him in.
Jesus.
Because legally
Um,
speaking, you add 1 drop of holy water into any amount of water, it instantly becomes holy water.
Is that how it works?
I'm not sure that's. What do you mean legally speaking? Would
Like
you get a
religiously.
fucking magistrate to sign off on that?
Oh.
Like religiously speaking, if you add holy water to any liquid, it becomes holy. That liquid now becomes holy water.
All right. Well, what book did you read that from? What? Go ahead, tell us.
Bible.
Weekly.
By
I'm not
the
sure the
way,
Bible
next
says that.
character, Paladin, can make
That's
holy
not
water.
the Bible. Damn.
Takes 1 hour, costs 25 gold worth of powdered silver.
yeah. See that now, yeah. 25 gold worth of powdered silver and a first level spell slot and a
Was that-
1 hour ritual, and I can make holy water.
Not bad.
That's pretty cool.
Wow, drinking water laced with silver would certainly be quite toxic.
Yeah.
I swear this will not kill anyone else. Immediately kills him.
No, don't go to the character builder.
Jesus, how long is this time warp?
Let's do time warp again. It's just a jump. to
You
one.
need them back, mates. Welcome back, brothers.
Okay, never mind. It needs to be more than 50% of the water to become holy water. Never mind.
Interesting.
According to CatholicAnswers.com. Oh, there goes that the other idea I had.
Can I just whisper to Nightall and just be like, how pure is that holy water?
Make a religion check, Nightall.
Religion.
I would probably know.
Ooh.
19. So, as far as holy water goes, this is like the well tequila of holy water. It does its purpose. It will have a large effect on lesser fiendish entities, but when you're getting into the stronger entities, that it's not going to affect them that badly.
So what you're saying is the bitch of the church ripped me off?
No, but she gave you from the general pool that she gives out to everyone.
You got
It's a
holy
communal
water,
resource.
not holier water, or even better, holiest water. I mean,
Why
really,
you
that's
should all
on
abandon
you.
your gods.
That's true.
Like, you have the well tequila, but you would also know with that rule there is, the Pappy Van Winkle level of holy water out there. Reserve. Top of the top shelf. 10,000 gold per bottle.
95 proof holy water.
So wait, so this is that good shit, or it is not that good shit?
That's that weak shit.
This is
It's
not
well,
that
it's
good
well
shit.
tequila.
Oh yeah, you said well. My bad.
Yeah.
All right. Could I do like prestidigitation to do like I guess like a mark on the bottom of his shoe that like when he steps would like make a little like footpath?
Sure.
You got built-in tracking.
Yeah, I'd like to just
Hey,
Give me
kinda
a give me a
secretly
give me a
do a-
sleight of hand. Give me a sleight of hand to see if he notices or not.
slide.
Just slap him on the back of the foot.
I mean,
You're
this
right,
is
let me see your hoof
Press
right there,
digit.
lad. Come here, let me see. Look at that right there, foot. Look at that.
just a little
Right,
magical
yeah,
trick.
yeah.
So
I'll
it's just a
fucking
little...
kill you, you fucking narrow-eyed.
I'm
bastard.
not even narrow-eyed.
Oh damn!
Oh, wow, he just hit me with like
Fucking-
the Nam era insults. He's like, you fucking slant eye.
Well, I guess it'll be like a sensory effect or something like that, kind of like stick to the bottom of the shoe.
You would also know that prestidigitation lasts about a minute,
Mm-hmm.
but I'd say make an Arcana check to see if you can amp it up a little bit. Hold this DC of 15.
Okay. Bam.
Let's go.
Jesus.
All right, you're fairly confident that it'll last a little while.
Okay. Lasts for an hour initially.
All right. Hey, I have to piss real quick. I'm busting for one, so we
Can't talk right now. I'll make it piss.
I'm also going to quick piss, but Io's gonna turn
You guys
back
are
around
weak.
and start.
Imagine playing Dungeons and Dragons without your fucking shit bucket.
Right.
Jesus Christ. Bunch of fucking amateurs.
Night. Probably you're still here, right? No, he's not. Okay then. Word. I have a plan. Holy
Yeah.
hand grenade.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get this guy to out himself, but I'll wait for a better time.
Hey,
Hold on.
remember too, he could be completely innocent on all this.
Mm-hmm.
There's no such thing as innocence. Only varying degrees of guilt.
All right, fucking Judge Dredd.
I am the law. And then I lawful evil him into the ground.
Death is a preferable alternative to communism.
Not that we can.
Yeah. Democracy is non-negotiable. It is better to die for Queen Flacketh than to live for yourself.
What? In theory, instead of having somebody drink holy water, but we splash them with it, would that create?
We keep circling back to like the wrong ideas. I am telling
We
you.
only got the one test.
I know. I'm
really
just saying, just in the
flash them with it.
future, so we know, like, can we just do some like Christo stuff, like, you know?
You put like a bucket of holy
How
water.
about we
and
put
make
a,
a
how
bucket
about we
of
put a
room.
pin? We put a pin on the notes tab of our collective party journal, and we come back to that one.
Go start pranking people.
Yeah, just like walking around market, like Times Square, just like throwing holy water on people so you catches fire.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly
eventually
what I
one of
was
them is
thinking.
going to be a vampire or something, and it's going to be really bad for them when they're just like,
Live.
And we're just
Live
like,
for a
kill him,
thousand
kill
ye-
him. I told I knew it.
Live for 1,000 years, just get outed by a YouTube prankster.
Outed by some autists in the market. Just like wandered through town, still bloody from like wherever they just wandered from. Just like, okay, just get the holy water, knight. I'll get the holy water. Fucking
Well,
throw it at them. Throw it at them. Come here, you fucking. It ain't me.
I
Yeah.
What the
know.
fuck did I miss in that short time? My
What?
computer turned off.
Don't worry about it. I would just
Right.
ask if we splashed him with holy water, would that have been a bigger reaction? And
Oh,
went on
you
a-
were like,
went on a
you had to know. Tell them what's your idea. You're like, the holy hand grenade. We get more of this holy water. This one.
I'm-
holy water.
yeah,
We
yeah.
don't
Oh
have
no,
any
the
more.
holy hand grenade. Yeah,
No,
that's just a
no,
WoW reference.
No holy anything, guys. Listen, we should not depend on the gods for help. Okay, all right. Io, repent. Okay, reject your god. All right, there are no more
You said
gods.
the holy
There are
hand
no-
No,
grenade was a
okay.
WoW reference?
yeah.
Who said that? No, it's not.
How dare you?
Wow. Are you serious?
Is it not?
It's
No,
Monty
it's fucking
Python.
Monty Python, brother.
I swore they made the
quest for
same
Holy
reference
Grail.
in WoW too.
They
I'm
that's what
going to the
reference
ship's
is.
Brother
hold.
Maynard, fetch the holy hand grenade of Antioch.
I'm destroying hosts.
I'm
So
going down to
stupid.
the ship's hold.
I'll go with you.
Well,
So as you
Okay,
guys make your
close
way
down.
Yeah,
around,
there's
the
literally
building.
an item in.
Yeah.
Okay,
can I?
there
is-
is an item. So I was thinking of that. My brain's stupid and didn't think of the reference.
Can I slip back out towards the ship deck?
Yep.
Cool.
So as you guys are making your way around the side of the boat, you find a kind of like small, probably like 4 foot tall door leading downstairs, and you go into this kind of darkened hold. None of the braziers are lit right now, so it's very dark. You kind of get this musty, kind of stale air smell being below deck. Vortex, as you go back above deck, the captain's kind of directing people to go back and just stay in their quarters and kind of, just hang out.
Anyone found outside their quarters during this time will be subject to summary execution.
All right.
Uh,
So, is there anything else you want to do in the bow of the ship, Vortex?
But yeah, is the body been cleaned up? Is it still kind of sitting there?
The Jeffrey's body is being cleaned up. Yeah, the kind of sigils are still on the deck, but they're starting to fade with the rain washing them out.
Okay. I'll just kind of look around the area and kind of gaze upon the sigils. And can I use like my timekeeper thing to kind of look in the past and see if there's anything that I can see?
Make either an investigation or arcana check.
Bungus.
You're looking at it
Hey.
and you start trying to focus and kind of tap into your chronal abilities, and then you get a thought in your head. You're like, "Shit, I think I left the oven on."
It's you every time.
Boobies.
Why I
True.
always check my oven before I leave.
Your train of thought is completely ruined, and you start going down a bunch of other trains, and then one of the comms in your ear kind of pops off and attention, and you're cooked.
I'm gonna start throwing a tantrum. Yep, throwing a tantrum.
All right, so transitioning back to the rest of you below deck. So as you get down, it's still dark. Are you guys gonna like try and find and light the braziers, or are you gonna keep it kind of
I'm
dark
gonna.
and just use your own light?
I'm definitely going to still be using the lantern.
Okay.
I'm right behind Io.
And I will say to Dagoth and Rin, who I think are both down here with me, I'll say, I guess we can try to start with the first mate's quarters, with Harry's quarters, spread out from there, see if we see anything, or just sweep the whole
Just go
deck.
I think we sweep the whole deck. We just go wall to wall, door to door. We don't take Frankus hammer. I mean, you guys. But
Okay.
yeah, we'll go door to door. We'll kick in every door. If anyone has any problems, we'll give them the back of our
All
hand.
right. So there are 4 major sections. There's the kitchen area. There is the crew's quarters. There is the storeroom, and there is the engine room. So, who's looking at what?
I
Storeroom's
look
gonna
at
take
I look at
the-
Io and I say we should go check the engine room first, because that's the most important room of the ship.
Well, true, but nothing that we've seen links this to the engine room. If anything, it links it to the kitchen and to the store.
Yeah, for now. That could change. We haven't been to the engine room yet. There could be something in there right now, butt fucking that engine like no tomorrow, and then what?
All right, fine. We can start with there so long as we make the storeroom the second stop.
That's fine with me. I just want to go check on the engine.
They
Okay.
looked at some fucking kobold just humping a
So
deer.
as you guys
We got kobolds in our engine, boys. Damn it, not again.
as you guys walk up to the engine room and open it up, the engine is running, so it is hot in here. It is
Good,
like
yes. I'm a reptilian. This will please me.
120.
Glorious.
It
I
is
go in.
hot. There is kind of steam pouring out of the engine. You can see it's been patched over, but it's still kind of, leaking a little bit of steam.
Can I
So-
inspect the room? I just want to look around and be like,
Give me
like
an
Resident Evil
investigation
style,
check.
I'm gonna click on everything.
Investigation check.
Boom.
17.
17. So you're looking around. It's pretty sparse in here. You have the engine, you have a bench with tools on it. Everything appears to be in roughly the place it should be. The stack of coal is in the corner with the shovel. The tools seem to be there. You do notice there's a spot kind of marked out and where kind of the outline of where a wrench should be, but people use these tools.
And they don't put them back where they found them. I look at Ion like someone's taken a wrench that should have been cataloged. It should have been written down. It should have been returned. Okay, it should have been signed back in. All right, that's that right there. Suspicious.
I'm terrified for you when we get into this storeroom. If that's gonna set you off.
Well, the difference between whatever we find in the storeroom probably won't do as much damage as a rogue with a wrench who knows how to take things apart on a boat.
Rogue and a wrench.
True, but I mean,
Unless
this
we
point,
find
we gotta-
a bomb inside the storeroom, which admittedly would be pretty dangerous.
at this point we gotta step lively around every dead body lest it fucking jump up and bite our
Put
ankles.
curse on
So
every dead body to make sure they're dead. You know what I'm saying?
you have my full
Do that,
permission.
do boom, boom, dunzo. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna police these dead bodies.
For once,
Are you
Those casket
satisfied
funerals
here?
for every single one of them.
I agree with the guess.
I'll throw you off
Boom.
this boat, Cat.
I'm
We
literally
satisfied
agreeing with you
here,
saying
though?
you're having a good idea.
I know. I'll still throw you off this boat. Don't think that changes anything. My
I'll take
animosity
you
for
with
your
me.
kind is universal.
Are we satisfied?
Yeah,
No,
let's
we
get
need to
outta here.
kiss and make up. What?
Furry.
And then we kiss. So to the storeroom.
So this storeroom, it's on the opposite side, so it's underneath where the bow is. And you walk in, and it is packed in there. Barrels, boxes. There's a crate of fruit that's opened. It looks like mostly oranges, probably orange juice.
take an orange.
There's a lot in here.
So holding the lantern up, I want to tell the others and also participate myself, however the rolls shake out. But just say, look for anything when the light hits it. It's got like a black aura around
Wait,
it.
look at this orange because I just
Make-
took this and I'm about to eat it.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, dirty 20.
30, 20. So you're looking around and you don't see anything. There is this faint aura everywhere down here. It's almost like the kind of concentrated aura that's been coming off the water is kind of bleeding through into the lower decks here. And you look and you don't see anything. And then at the corner of your eye, just barely perceptible, you see kind of this almost puddle of this kind of like faintly dark, almost staticky aura coming from the bottom of a barrel.
There. I point to the barrel. Right there.
I grab the barrel like it's my mortal enemy and I wrestle it to the ground. Hell no. Fuck this barrel.
You hear it sloshing, but you're holding a barrel now. It's heavy. It's probably like 250 pounds.
All right, so what? Do we open it or we
Poison
just
the
throw it
water,
overboard?
old boys.
Oh,
I know.
Let's-
What do we do?
let's take a look at it. Yeah, let's inspect the outside first. See if there's any markings on it.
Can
Anything
I,
like that.
can I attune my psychically active mind to also see what I discern?
Investigation check.
Ooh. That's right, I'm stoned.
21. I know you're looking at it and you just can't make out anything. It's a barrel.
Boobs.
Dagoth, you see on the outside, this is a pretty well used barrel. And you see that there's like this residue on the outside, kind of like this ichory, almost sticky kind of black ichor residue on the outside.
I gotta get like out of my my kit, I guess, like a tiny like a camp knife, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of like
Mhm.
scoop some of the stuff up and just observe it.
You scoop some of it up, and as you sit there and observe it, see it's moving. Very, very
Moving, you say?
slowly. It's almost expanding and contracting. It has its own heartbeat.
Fuck
Big
it.
F, how much to lick it?
Don't lick it. Jesus Christ.
Like what?
Fuck the ichor.
What does it smell like? I'm gonna like put my beautiful
Smell it?
nose,
Roz would
my
fuck
half,
it.
my half nose.
It
whatever of brand.
smells. It smells. The first kind of the first waft you get is strong sulfur on the nose, and then
Sulfur.
as it kind of diffuses out through your short, almost non-existent, ugly nose,
Damn. That attack
uh,
was personal.
it
Got it.
you get this just stench of rotting death and decay.
What does it smell like? The hells? Or whatever I imagine the hells to smell like. Sulfurous.
You don't really know what the hells would smell like.
Very well. All right, let's throw it overboard.
Is this the goop from the sewers?
This definitely looks just like that. That's what I'm thinking. I think we should
It
just go ahead and
is
save ourselves some
very
time.
similar.
Let's
it
throw
is
this
very
fucking thing
similar.
overboard.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If we chuck it overboard, we're either infecting this entire area or we're getting rid of our only way to basically remove ourselves from its influence. It's getting people sick on board. It's obviously having some sort of effect. If we get rid of this right now, it's our only link to being
Well,
able
it's
to
safe
help
for
them
everybody.
out.
They'll stop being sick. They'll stop being exposed. It's a barrel full of contagious whatever this is supposedly. You know, we just
You
chuck it
have
overboard.
zero idea that that's the case.
You
And
also have
if you-
zero idea, so I'm operating off of the same baseless assumptions you are there, pal. All right, all right.
I've
Hey,
never
hey,
known you to
hey,
be
look at me.
afraid.
Look at me. Look back at the barrel. Now look back at me. Now look back at the barrel. We're throwing the barrel overboard. Let's go.
I've never known you to be afraid that you would just throw it overboard before you even looked inside.
I'm not. I don't give a shit what's inside. It's not afraid. It's apathy.
With
Fuck this barrel.
with that high, I will give this to you because you rolled a 21. The weight's just not adding up. It should not be this heavy. It's, like a 20-gallon barrel, but it is way heavier than it should be if it's just filled
Alright.
with liquid.
All right. Yeah. You know what? You're right. It is suspicious. You open it up. I'm gonna stand back, and then I'm gonna go wait by whatever the closest. Whatever. I'll be within a meter or two. Go ahead. Open it up. Be my guest.
I look at Rin and I just say, "Are you willing to be reasonable? Would you mind?"
No. You have to open it up by him. No one else gets
Wait,
to touch the barrel.
Am I down there too?
I say what?
Yeah,
Is it all of us?
Guys,
Okay.
guys,
everyone but Vortex.
think rationally here. Idol has a magic hand he
Yeah.
can put in there.
Absolutely fine. Just somebody crack the top of this thing
Okay,
so
well,
we
I
have
don't
a
think
look
Mage
at what
Hand
we're
actually does
dealing
that.
with.
Actually, what am I talking about? Okay, sure, whatever, fine. Go ahead.
Idol,
Yeah, Gith. Where's your mage hand, Gith?
I'm not gonna waste it on this little airing.
Idol,
You know what
can
I'm
you
saying? Because I
open
pick
the
the thing
top
up, I'm
up with
throwing
your
it out.
magic
I'm throwing it
hand?
off the boat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm not complicated like some Gith.
It's fine. Let
It's-
Dagoth be in his feelings. He's obviously
You
scared.
You go
I'm
to open
minimal.
it with your mage hand, and you see that it's the top is hammered in place.
Hmm.
So you only get like 10 pounds of leverage with the mage hand, so you try to like pry it up, but it's not budging. You're gonna have to do it manually.
Get in there, goat.
Maybe we should figure out where this came from first.
It came from the storeroom.
Yep. Outside of the storeroom, Dagoth. All right.
Okay, well, we're
we
on the
know
boat, so who knows? I
we
assume
know
it came
we
from the
found it
warehouse
in the
and was loaded onto the boat.
We know we found it in the storehouse. We're in the storehouse.
Storehouse.
Or
Okay.
the
What do you mean? It came from a warehouse.
The
It was
store
loaded
of
at
the
a dock
ship.
onto the boat. What do you mean where it came
Guys,
from?
should I just
And
shoot
we're
one
on the
boat.
fireball?
No,
What?
it's fine. It's
What was
fine,
that
it's
word?
fine.
Fireball?
I got this. Ian, is there anything like in the ceiling, like hanging down, I could like huck some rope over real quick?
What?
Make,
Yeah,
like a lever?
there are support bars.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Because just for safety reasons, not because I'm scared, I'm gonna tie some rope to my hatchet, and I'm gonna fucking sink the hatchet in it, and then we're gonna use this lever to pull it off, to pull the top up, just to be safe, and everyone's in a safe distance.
What
Why
if
don't
it
we
goes
just-
over?
Can I run
Why
back to
don't
the
we
machine
just?
room to
Why
look
don't
for a
you just
pry
open
bar?
it then if you don't feel like waiting? Scaredy?
Can I run back to the engine room and look for a pry bar that may have been with the tools?
Yes, you can, and you find
Okay.
one easily.
Fucking
Oh,
imagine that. Jesus Christ! I tossed the pry bar to. I don't know. I
But
throw it on the deck.
while
Yeah.
you're doing that, Aaron, make a dexterity check. Dexterity check for me.
Dexterity check. I'm not blind or deafened or incapacitated, correct?
No.
Okay, so
You're about to
I
say
would
a
have
saving throw.
advantage.
It's not. No, it's not.
Oh
a
yeah,
saving
yeah,
throw,
yeah,
it's a
yeah. You're right. You're
dexterity
right.
check.
You're right. Sorry. 1 second.
One.
We haven't played D&D in a while. Jeez.
I sure haven't.
Wait, so click on dexterity.
I know how to do
Wait.
life. Wow, it's just taking.
You
hardware
just click
acceleration
on it.
up?
It's right up there at the top of the screen.
9.
Good
So
luck.
the strength isn't an issue here. It actually is the issue. You're a strong motherfucker. So you come down and you try and aim this blow. You try and hold it enough and aim it enough to where you just sink it into the top. But you're just too excited. You wanna get this barrel open. And you go to sink the axe in, and you just split the top in two, and you splash this ichor all over yourself.
God.
And I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving.
Yeah, that's fine. Give me just 1 second. For some reason, heart acceleration got turned off on
Got
mine.
a pry bar. So I can make this as easy as I can. Are you ready, Io?
Oh, I was born ready.
Because this is where it all goes tits up. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you think that I've been holding on to every bit of ammo in my kit?
I want you to know. I want you to know that when it comes down between, when it comes down to me and everybody else, I'd save you. You get to live. Maybe
I'll remember
Nidal.
that.
I said maybe Nidal.
As an afterthought.
That's not true. I consider you
16.
truly, but you're a wizard, so it's the trust is not there.
The goop kind of like starts sinking into your skin and doesn't really have an effect. You feel it kind of start to burn a little bit and kind of like wrap around you, but you quickly wipe it off and you seem to be fine.
Is this substance corrosive, like just to material that it comes into contact with?
Well, it felt too
It's
heavy.
not
So there's something in
corrosive
there.
to living material, but it's pretty corrosive to flesh.
But it's not corrosive to live. Oh, like so like it's not eating through the deck of the ship, like alien.
No.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. We're not having an alien.
About. That is what I wanted to know.
The best way I could describe this, the way it is, think like Venom.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That kind of like ichor.
I got you.
So
All
I
right.
don't
Well,
think I
so
should touch that stuff.
so Ren's just been like symbiote. He's been come, so he's he's down.
Yeah, he's
say
gonna
you
go to
wanna
a
touch it,
jazz
Nidal?
club now.
What?
Idol, did you say you want to touch it?
No, I said I don't think I should touch it.
Okay.
We just
No,
spilled this
last
shit
time
all
my
over the
little
floor of the
demon
store.
buddy.
I say we. It wasn't we. It was one
Guys,
person.
So
that burns.
now that
It hurts.
now that the
Please.
barrel is open, you notice that your axe head didn't hit just the top of the barrel. It sunk into something a little harder. You look down and you see it's about an inch into a skull.
Nice. You're covered in gut goo.
There's just a whole
Fuck.
dead body in there, and you just caved its skull into. That's great. And to think I got the pry bar.
Well, if you weren't just a little bitch this before and just actually like went and got that, we wouldn't be in this issue right now.
I did get
Just
it.
oh, I'm the leader until it becomes to
Just
do something
use the pry
actionable.
bar. What are you talking about?
It's only
You do
convenient for you to be the leader when you want to be.
things. I never want to be. It's because this is shit like this happens, which is why I have to be.
Then she'd react faster instead of taking your sweet time. So anyway,
'Cause I'm try-
there's a
because you
fucking
guys bitch
skull
about when I
on my
kicked the
axe
door
head
in.
that I didn't murder. I don't like this.
Shake it
Well,
off,
hold
then.
on. We don't know he was dead in there when you put your axe through there.
I mean, we don't know he was alive.
I mean,
either.
it's a unless this man's an animated skeleton, pretty sure he was dead. Is he dead?
So is the barrel just like open on its side? Is this like, or is it like standing
see-
upright?
Standing upright.
Fuck it, I dump it on its side. No,
You-
okay.
No, what?
You see the face is like poking through, and you see that most of the flesh has been stripped away. There are like patches of hair, odd patches of flesh. The eyes are completely gone. The only real demarcating thing you see on it is 2 golden crowns on the back right of the bottom jaw. But other than that, it's damn near just a skeleton, and you can see some of the bone has already been stripped away.
So there's no way of
He thinks this is the
like
body
it's
of
basically
someone who's been reanimated.
unidentifiable.
Minus the gold
Didn't
teeth.
you know someone that had gold crowns?
Didn't your Mandarian have gold teeth? Or whoever that guy was?
You know, let me go grab
Ask around.
Let me go grab the
Nidal's the only
Let me-
one who would know.
Let me go grab the captain.
Maybe
I don't. They
grab
have gold teeth.
the lady
Well-
too. What's her name?
Adam Duchenne.
The one that knows how to stop shit from reanimating.
Mom. Okay, I grab
Mom.
mom. Someone go grab mom. I go grab the captain. We need to have a powwow with these people down here with
I'm
the
gonna
Yeah,
stand
so
here.
we
I'm
found.
the stand guard of the corpse.
Yes, that's a good
You
idea.
both go and
Io,
grab
come with
them.
Io, come with me so we can use your.
I think I should probably stay here and help Dagoth keep watch on this thing. If anybody can have a pretty big effect on something
That's fair.
that's this fucked up that can come from those evil planes, it's gonna be me. So
I mean, I
Hey.
can go, but I just look like an idiot trying to get a guy to drink holy water. So
That's why you're
That's
gonna go
good. You
grab
should
mom.
stay
I'll go
here.
get the captain, or I go
Fine,
grab
I'll
them
get
both.
Man.
Okay, you go grab them both. Madame, the captain's amped up and ready to go. Madame Deshane, you find her laying in bed in her quarters with an ice pack on her forehead, and she's like, what are you bothering me for now?
We found something important.
There's a dissolved body in a barrel that we need your advice on.
Damn, right out with it.
Fine.
Damn, you
Yep.
were in the surprise. I wanted to surprise her and be like, "Mom, look, I found you
No,
something."
mom don't take no shit.
Yeah, you right.
She
He
doesn't
does
want
have
to.
it.
Boy,
She does
you
have a
give me
headache.
you give me one more surprise. I swear.
You would have liked
It'll
this
be
one.
the end of you.
A kid was just killed. You
No.
gotta find out what happened.
Do you want me to carry you down there?
Alright.
People are dropping like flies in the shitty
No.
boat ride. I tell you. I say to Io.
I'll walk myself.
Okay.
I don't plan for us to be among them.
Alright, so you
Hey,
go
Io.
down there.
Io,
You're looking at
do you think I could take the teeth, the gold ones? What do you think
No,
they're worth?
I wouldn't want to put my hand in there if I were you.
What if we pull them out? I'm just saying, look at them. What do you think they'll fetch?
I
Coins,
say
gold.
I say nobody will notice if they go missing later, but they will notice if they go missing now.
So you bring Madame Deshane and the captain down, and as soon as she goes below deck, she like sniffs the air. Nah, something ain't right down here.
That's what we've been saying. I mean,
Smells
you
like
don't usually
death.
find corpses in barrels, do you? Even where I come
Hey,
from.
you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I've seen quite a few things in my day.
With this?
Don't you worry about it. So you bring her down, and she sees the barrel, she sees the ichor. The same as whatever the blight on Undertown and Riverbend was. Don't know how it got here.
Well, someone brought it here.
A mystery to me.
Just a test drill to make sure my shit's working properly. Don't worry about it.
I'm
We're good.
I'm no investigator. I can't tell you. If you get the body out, maybe I can have a communion with the spirit, but in the state I am in, it will be very taxing.
Yeah, I guess since I'm standing there holding the lantern, do I see the aura of ick around her?
Funnily enough, no. She doesn't have the aura around her.
Does the captain?
No.
Captain seems to be doing okay. Madam Duchesne, I absolutely understand. While these strapping young lads try to figure out a way carefully to get that body out of the barrel, would you like me to take a look, see if I can help you out with how you're feeling?
I know what the problem is. It's this place. It started back in River Bend. It's whatever's going on around here. It having an effect on me.
I mean, really, Mage Hand can we pick up the body, right?
Only 10 pounds.
Oh, I can do it. Here, hold up. I'll Dagoth will he'll use his telekinetic potential to lift the corpse out of the barrel and gingerly lay it upon the deck.
I mean, you can do piece by piece, you know? Grab the skull.
If you tell me
grab
how to
the
use my
ribcage.
telekinesis off the boat.
So as
Okay.
you draw it out, you see the clothes are still intact. It's a plain kind of white flowing shirt, simple leather pants, and a kind of decorative belt buckle that looks like it is kind of etched silver. And it has etchings of, like deer antlers and other kind of. It's a very like rustic wilderness scene.
I gather I take it.
Okay.
Cap, do you happen to
Is
recognize those clothes?
You
Or maybe
recognize
gold
these
teeth?
bones?
No, I don't. It's none
What
of
about
my
his
crew.
teeth? I look at it, like I show him the gold teeth. I point. Is that familiar to you?
Lots of people have those, and he kind of pulls up his upper lip, and he has one on his right incisor. It's like
And about how
mental
much do
health
they
is
fetch?
important, man.
Not
I hear
till
you.
learn.
I hear you. How much do these fetch on the market? You know, gold teeth.
All right,
Hang on,
between
please.
you and me, don't ask me how I know this, but usually half a gold piece each.
Respect. Okay, Jude, not worth the squeeze. Got it. All right.
Could we, with this new evidence we found, perhaps could we borrow 2 of your most trusted men to just happen to see if anyone's reincarnated
What-
as this guy?
It's one second before we get a little bit of help there, because there's something we got to talk about first. Something we got to talk about with the captain here. The fact of the matter is that for this barrel to have gotten on, and Captain, please understand, I know you run a tight ship. I know your crew is close to you. But for this barrel to have gotten on here, packaged with the same ichor that hit the city, this was premeditated. Who could have gotten this into your stores and onto this ship
He
without
looks it up and
notice?
down, and he goes, "This is, I can say without a shadow of a doubt, a barrel that came from this ship. It's one of our store barrels." And he kind of points over, and there are other ones, and he pops the lid, and they store grain. And he goes, and he pops open another one, and it's empty. He goes, "We haven't had the chance to resupply in quite some time, so we have a few of these empty ones here. So I'll be honest, I think it was filled while it was on the ship. I don't think it came from Riverbend, because we didn't resupply there."
How would someone get this much ichor on the ship without being noticed?
That's the question, isn't it? And again, I don't mean to make accusations
I-
about your crew, but did you pick anybody up when you have you added to the crew, say when you resupplied?
No.
Or
We
has
did just have a bunch of people
anyone-
get on the same boat.
The only new addition has been Benji, but he's been with us since the last time we were in the capital, which was before Riverbend.
I got a question. Is anyone
Hmm.
acting? Gonna sound weird. Has anyone been acting too much like themselves?
No, not that I can think of. Harry is a cantankerous old bastard. Barton is a great guy. Jolliest guy you'll find. Justina is usually shy and a little withdrawn, but she spends most of her time down here attending to the kitchen. And Benji is Benji. He's a dumbass, but he is loyal. That's the crew. I
I guess
mean, we lost Keller during the battle. His body is up in the ballroom, but
Not
yeah.
to, beat a dead horse, but that the man I had drink the holy water, I know he survived it, but there's something wrong with him.
Again with this guy.
I looked at him and he had demon horns, and then a voice spoke, like I had a voice speaking to me. Which for these guys, no, that's normal.
I want to trust you, but if I'm being honest, I don't know any of you. I don't know who to trust.
And I can absolutely understand that. To be frank, everywhere we've gone, all that's followed us is specter of death. But the simple fact of the matter,
raises an eyebrow at that.
You think I like it? I just kind of stare back at him.
I love it.
It doesn't sound like it.
Simple fact of the matter is, somehow the Sicker got onto your ship. Now nobody seems to have come down with this miasma until we got on board, which means that, in my opinion, this had to have come on board before we departed with the refugees. Now, whether that happened before our ill-fated river journey or after, I don't know, because we wound up leaving the ship. But at some point, this got on here. So was there ever a point when your ship was unattended? Or maybe left with only one person keeping watch?
I remember correctly, the night kind of before everything kicked off, it was an off night for us. We went out, me and the gentleman on the crew. Justina stayed behind, but she usually does, so she would have been in charge of watching the ship.
And is the crew? I'm guessing the crew hasn't, out of character. I'm guessing the crew hasn't come back down to their quarters since everything's all stanky down here.
No. The crew, yeah, they have been staying down here, but this is normal. This is how the hold of the ship smells.
I do like perception check or something to look at the barrel. Like
Yeah, make an investigation check.
This is how the ship normally smells. While you're investigating, just one question, and then I'm gonna shut my trap. Captain Tony, you don't smell anything different?
No.
Interesting. I kind of glance over at Madame Duchenne.
He sees he takes another swig from his bottle and burps. You'll have to excuse me. I have a condition where, for God knows what reason, my speech becomes unintelligible when I am not drinking. So I am.
That's a condition, you say? There, yeah. Signed off on by an apothecary and everything.
He kind of hiccups. I need to find my bed. Thank you.
Amazing.
And he kind of just stumbles up the stairs.
Well, that was productive.
So, you don't really see any. It's a very unremarkable barrel. You do see on the skull in the mouth, there are some kind of fleshy bits that appear too muscular to be, like, gum tissue or the tongue.
I ain't touching that.
Yeah, I'll set about the work of pulling out all his gold teeth. Sure.
Constitution saving throw.
I want him. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry, that's not a saving throw. Here's a
Just
saving
for
throw.
the goo.
18. You feel your hands tingling and start to burn, but you get in there. You don't feel the ill effects. Now make me a sleight of hand check to see if you can pull these out cleanly. 9. You're fumbling. Make another Constitution saving throw.
God damn it.
Ooh. All right, you steal your nerves. Your hands are steady now. Go ahead, make me another sleight of hand check.
Okay. Come on,
Ooh.
please.
Your hands are starting to burn. Make a
For
Constitution
God's
saving throw
sake,
with
it's half a gold
disadvantage.
coin.
I want them.
With disadvantage, roll one more.
Oh, sorry.
All right, you feel it starting to pierce your flesh, but you use the powers of your Githyanki cyanic abilities to kind of give your hands a brief barrier. This is your last chance. You can feel it. If I don't get them now, my hands are gonna get fucked up.
Would the pry
Make
bar
a
help
sleight
me?
of hand check.
Can I use the pry bar?
Huh?
Can I?
To get teeth out? No.
No. Oh, okay. It's worth trying.
You're reaching
my
into the
dentist
barrel
does it.
and trying.
I did it.
You manage with one finger to yank both teeth out. You have 2 gold teeth.
Awesome. Oh, and then I'll take 2 copper coins out and put them where his eyes are to pay for his journey. Since I don't know this man, it's the least I can do.
Disrespecting him by respecting him.
I mean, I just made 1 gold off this guy. The least I can do is pay for his trip across the river. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So, what would you all like to do?
Well, we haven't checked out the kitchens yet, and we know the Justinia, the cook, was alone on the ship at some point, so I think checking the kitchens is worth it.
Yeah. Before
Okay.
we leave, can I use my mage hand to use that empty holy water flask to fill up with that fluid?
Yes, you can.
Sweet.
You're taking the goo with you?
I'm taking some goo with me in case we need to torture anyone.
Oh, that's
Oh,
fun.
Damn, wow.
God,
That just
man.
took a very interesting turn. All right.
Ooh.
There are a lot of implications that come with what you just said.
All right.
I just want the goo to prove that it exists because I have a feeling when we leave this room, it might not be here.
Whatever, that corpse can fuck off. I've got his teeth. As long as it doesn't get back
Okay.
up. Oh, hey, oh, it's on the ground. Is it wearing shoes? Don't tie its feet together, just in case.
Okay, do you tie the shoelaces together? It is wearing boots.
Yeah,
Oh, it
yeah,
is.
yes, absolutely. We're tying them together. Yes.
Can my mage
Okay.
hand do that so we don't have to touch it?
Nah, Scoobs just had, or Dagoff just had his hands over
I
his
will. I
chest
will tank.
mouth.
I will
He got
tank
it.
as I have continued tanking this entire campaign.
My God.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Tanking.
I should just let my hand do it.
Well, just failed.
Bag it.
You take 3 necrotic damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 3.
Can I psychically shield myself?
Yeah, you could.
Ah,
It was
I'll
nerve
just keep
wracking when you
damage.
just hear all
Fuck it.
those
Boom,
dice
boom.
moving around in your hand.
Boom, boom, boom. Damage max.
In my hands?
Yes. I hear metal dice and then I hear normal dice sometimes.
What is my what do you call it? Max HP? What is it? Changed, you know?
It's
-3?
reduced by 3. Yeah.
Prowl.
I don't like it.
Certainly not permanently, right?
It's reduced now permanently, but
But if I rest, I
there
will.
might be a way to fix it.
Oh, all right. Well,
Man.
Hey, Fowler.
Yeah. I hate it. Put the metal ones in jail. They make me the most nervous.
But that's my
If
good
they even are
D20.
metal. Well, that is a metal die.
Yeah.
dude, I love metal die.
I've got a copper
Alright.
I
set.
want to get a bucket of them and just throw them at people passing by.
Alrighty then. What are you guys doing? What's the plan here?
I think we should go to the kitchen like Io suggested.
Well,
Okay.
still trying to
You
figure
know.
out a link. So now we have the barrel, but we don't know how the Ichor got from the barrel to the people. And as of right now, our best guess is through food.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm down to investigate that then.
So, as you're looking around, there actually is a pot on the stove. There's kind of like a rolling stew that just gets added to. It's a vegetable-based stew, but there's meat every now and then piled on top once it's already on the bowl. But that's the only thing in there. There's a small kind of... It's like almost a conventional stove, but the stove... Underneath the stovetops, there are small kind of charcoal fires heating it,
Io, you
and
wanna
there's
shine
only
your light
one of
on that
those on
stew?
right now.
Sorry.
All right, if you shine your light on your stew,
Mhm.
it is vaguely glowing.
Sus.
Well, I think we found our culprit.
All right. Well,
The
we chuck the
problem
fucking
is-
stew overboard.
How many people had access to this, though? See, now we're kind of back in the same place.
Yeah, but we can at least warn people not to eat the soup.
That's true.
Or I can make one of us invisible and wait for the person to come back to tamper with the stew.
Hasn't the stew already been tampered with?
Might not be
Yeah.
enough.
Well, but if we throw all of this out and have the cook start a new stew, it'll be pretty obvious that something's up.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm down. Turn me invisible. I'll wait. I'll get a hold of him. I'll fucking just
Maybe
grab
not the
that.
person that'll kill the person before they
I
even
won't
ask
kill
questions.
him. We're gonna ask
No,
him
no.
questions.
I'm sorry. I'm saying I don't think the person will come back if we do this. I
No, if
think
we
they'll
toss the
know
stew,
that.
no.
But if we get rid of the stew, they got to make a new one. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and I'm saying the poisoner will not try to poison the stew again because they'll know that we're on to them. Look at how much food we'd be wasting.
Well, then we have the Gith sneeze into the soup, and then no one will want it.
I
we
don't
act like
sneeze.
we're
My
serving
sinuses
it, and then
function
we just-
perfectly, actually.
And somebody
That is a
just
valid
trips
point.
when serving it. It kills it.
Oh.
You know, or
Uh-huh.
we have someone scream they found a rat in their soup.
The only other thing that I can think is maybe a quick search of the crew quarters, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm running out of ideas.
Can we look around for any kind of
Decisions,
like dark cookbooks?
You look around. There's no real cookbooks. There's like some recipes written out on parchment. Make an investigation check for me.
Dagoth is gonna find an apron and a little chef hat and put them on.
You do with these. The cook garden is like probably 6'5", 350.
Christ, he's
So
big.
it's a little big on you.
Is there not like a second one, a smaller one for his junior around?
Didn't he?
He takes no executive
there
chefs.
there is kind of like a floral pattern apron which you assume to be Justina's, and it is way too small for you.
For me, I'm tall and lanky. I'm not very big at all. My God.
You've seen her. She's probably about 5'2" and like 100 pounds soaking wet.
It didn't look like a bib on
All right.
you.
Well, I'll leave the aprons and just take the chef hat then, and I will
You
serve
have
the food.
You are wearing a magnificent chef hat.
Glorious. It's kept up
Kind
on
of-
my
it's-
my pointed ears.
It's kind of pinned, so it looks almost like a big poofy beret.
Glorious.
God.
I will serve the food and carefully inspect each and every passenger aboard the ship.
So
There is
with an
no-
18, yeah, you're pretty confident. You look up and down. There's not really a lot in here. It's mostly cooking equipment.
Okay. I guess on to the next room. What was
Yeah.
it, the living quarters?
Crew quarters.
Yeah,
It's the
Yeah,
last
crew
one, yeah.
quarters.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go into the crew quarters. It's kind of motley. They have like dividers set up with kind of cloth hanging down to give them a little bit of privacy, but it's mostly open. You see down at the end there is a small kind of like side room that you think would probably be storage, but the door is open and you look inside and there is a small bed in there. What are you looking for?
Well, I don't mind assisting Night Owl with an actual investigation. I'm just looking for that miasma, that aura.
Investigation check.
Can I give him guidance before he's shining his light around? Nope.
Oh yeah, we could do guidance. What is that? Plus
1d4.
D4. 1d4.
So it took me a second to remember where that was.
ooh, beautiful. 16.
All right. So, looking around, you don't. In the main area, this is the guy's crew quarter. You quickly establish. It's kind of a little open. It's mostly sleeping hammocks. It smells awful. But there's nothing there. You go to the end and you see that this is Justina's room, and it's pretty cramped in there. But she has her clothes hanging, and you don't really see anything. She has kind of trinkets and personal items on a little small table next to the bed. But generally, there's not much there. And then you see the ever so faintest wisp coming from the floor underneath the bed.
Get one of our muscly
Guess
men
I'll
to
take a
lift that.
look. What's that?
We should get one of our muscly men to lift the floorboards.
True. Let's Rin, let's at least see if we can slide the bed out of the way. Or we can probably lift the mattress to at least see underneath the bed.
What do you want, boss? Just armed lift.
Yeah, is there enough room to like slide the mattress to the other side of the room? I know it's pretty cramped.
Yeah, you just take it out entirely. It's not very heavy.
Alright, cool.
There's nothing underneath, but you see now more prominently coming from underneath the floorboards that kind of wispy aura.
Still got that crowbar.
I wouldn't go. We might not need that because the ship should have a bilge access, and we've still got the bilge underneath us here.
Or if it's a hidden compartment between that.
Well, then if we get down into the bilge, we'd
Make
be
an
able to see
investigation
it.
check. Make an investigation check.
Ooh.
18, natural
Oh!
20.
Damn.
You see that there is actually a small. It's very hard to see because it blends in. There's a small rope. It looks like there is a very slight hatch for storage space underneath the bed.
Aha.
Yeah, I'm ripping that open. I'm getting antsy.
Wait,
We're back to
I
the-
will open
the
it.
Lightning
Step back.
chest again.
I already called
Step,
it.
step back.
Rip it open.
You're gonna hurt yourself. I'll do
Underneath,
it.
you see
All right.
flesh still on it, but withered and dry. It kind of dried, almost mummified. But it appears to be the body of a woman. Dark black hair, silver pendant around the neck.
Boy, I tell you, this river cruise is getting a 1-star review when we get off this boat. There
Make
are bodies everywhere.
make anyone make an intelligence check. Anyone that's looking.
Oh, ooh.
Another
Two.
natural 20.
Back.
Io, you are certain this is Justina.
What the fuck?
It's her.
It's who?
But you
It's-
also remember
It's the cook.
she wasn't at the meeting this morning. She wasn't there. How do you think about it? You
Okay,
haven't
guys.
seen her since last night. The night Jeffrey died.
Who's
All right, I think we should go get the captain quietly, right? Bring this to his attention, and then we need to go find whoever's walking around dressed like Justine.
Furthermore, I will give you had a natural 20 on the investigation check too. You see in the hand clenched just a few blonde hairs. Beautiful golden blonde hairs.
Did Justine have any golden teeth?
Jesus Christ.
Fuck.
No.
Who?
Same.
Off the top of the head, do we know anybody else? Any blondies from who's
Dario
on the
was so
ship?
bad.
Only one you can think of is Isla. The
That
mother.
bitch.
No, the mom. Her. Okay. Okay. So we'll convey this to the group. And now, here's the way that I see it. We need to go about this without trying to raise any alarm.
Also,
because it's-
I almost forgot. You see next to this body in the storage space, you see 3 decaying livers. With all
decaying
of them
what?
have livers.
Livers.
All of them have
everyone-
bites taken out of them.
We got damn ghouls running around this ship.
They're all
over the shop.
hang on. Everybody take just half a step back. Let's make sure she doesn't stand up.
Huh? Wait, it's just her head, isn't it?
No, it's her
No.
whole body.
It's their whole body.
And
Oh,
3
my
livers down there that are being munched on.
Yeah, go ahead and tie your shoes together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that's
You do notice one of the livers is significantly smaller than the other ones.
Yo,
this?
that's awesome. That rules.
oh, I'm about to be forsook. I do want to check the bottom of the trapdoor that we opened to see if there's any mark, clummet. Has anything tried to get out from here, or has it only been things being put in?
Yeah, you move the body a little bit. It looks normal. You do see that there are scratch marks on the top, so it appears as though Justina may have been alive,
Oh, fuck.
barely hanging on, trying to scratch her way out. But you also notice she's had her lever removed, and inside of her mouth you see remnants of her heart.
This was somebody's room, right? Sorry.
Big rib.
This is Justina's room.
Oh, okay. So the person who's dead is in their own room. Got it.
So,
Something to notice it's not the same as Jeffrey's body. It seems that this body has been completely desanguinated.
Oh,
Exsanguination, you say?
Yeah.
Delicious.
so
But on closer inspection, you do see that there are some of those sigils drawn out in what the remnants were of her blood. You don't see any ichor on the body either.
I'm still going with Dario. Dude had devil horns. He's probably a goddamn devil vampire.
and you've got a demon riding shotgun. Who are you to judge?
We'll be revisiting that. Don't think I haven't forgotten that. We will come back to that point of order. eventually.
Yeah.
Fine.
But here's the
Fine
thing.
helps us.
We now have some direct
Sometimes.
connections. Okay, so we need to go about this smartly and without raising alarm, because apparently whoever we're with has the ability to change faces, which is why I'm not taking your Dario off of the table. All right, he is still on there, but right now we got some direct connections. If we go, and first of all, Dagoth, shut the fuck up. Second of all, if we go deck by deck. And
I don't-
If only I had suggested this hours ago.
Nidal, make an intelligence check.
Oh God, pressure. It hurt.
Ooh, ooh.
That's my highest fucking boost.
I would say you could make this as investigation. Excuse me, that's probably better than raw intelligence.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, you think you've established that this thing can change faces. So if that's the case, why would Dario appear to you in the same face you've seen him in before?
Because it's stupid.
Because
This
it
is
was
a
a
fucking
demon
dumb
then, too.
monster, DM. Okay, the monster's fucking stupid. That's why.
I do want to clarify, the face you saw was that of what you think is a devil. Devils are different from demons.
Okay.
They actually hate each other.
Chaotic
Well,
versus
better
lawful.
Than the devil you don't know.
Does this identify spell work on things other than objects?
In rare circumstances, yes. Why? What do you want to identify?
Nothing yet. Like, would it work on
Okay.
a person?
Sometimes it depends,
Ah,
but they'd also have to be willing.
I would like to put something forward to the party. I
Okay.
just realized that I still have two explosive devices in my my bag. So I just want to point this out that it looks like it's getting too hairy, and we don't know what we're doing, or the bad guys are gonna win, which they probably are. Just run down to the engine room, plant one of these bad Larrys, and then we'll make sure that no one gets away from this alive.
Oh,
I can swim. Can you guys swim?
Vortex party.
Yeah.
I assume you're with the party now.
No.
Correct? You've probably been. No.
He was
No.
upstairs,
Nope.
wasn't he?
Oh, I thought you had rejoined.
Nope.
Okay. So, Vortex, what are you doing?
While
back
that
in.
is happening, I threw my tantrum because I couldn't get the whole sigil thing going, and basically went back to where Nidal made Dorian drink the holy water.
Okay.
And I basically, while they're down there figuring out the whole stuff with the barrel, I want to trace those steps by the prestidigitation. Prestidigitation. That's the
Okay.
word.
You have to take the class with the hardest
And
spell.
figure out where Dorian went, basically.
Okay.
And I guess try to be stealthy if there's people nearby, but not like, up against the
Alright, so
wall,
you-
sort of just like,
yeah, you
nonchalant.
you start following the trail, and it just goes around the end of the ship, and then it cuts in and starts going to the quarters, and you notice that it stops at a door, and you're a little shaken because it stops at your door and goes inside. What are you doing?
Can I put my ear up to the door and hear if there's anyone inside that can?
You don't hear anything.
Okay. Can I get stealthy and try to slip through the door closely, or like really quickly?
Of course. Make a stealth check.
I have whatchamacallit, it's for Nephilim, the dwarf or the gnome camo. Did that apply for this?
No, because this is more of a sound stealth check.
Okay,
You're trying to be
that-
quiet.
Gotcha. Cool.
19. You deftly open the door. You do not make a creak. And when you open it, and you are slowly swinging it open, you don't see anyone in your room. But you see on the floors, the ceilings, the walls, the cabinet, your little wash stand basin, you see those marks covering almost the entirety of your room.
Okay. I like to cast message.
Okay.
I assume
you
everyone
casting it
within
to?
120 feet. It's a creature, right? Not
Yes.
I can't
that's
send to
one.
the party. Okay. I want to set the Io. Just be like, Io, you need to get to my quarters now. Love Vortex.
Oh,
Okay. We're all back in concurrent timeline now.
Yeah,
So-
we're lined up.
Sorry, but
I-
I thought you were with the group.
No,
I
no.
completely forgot.
yeah.
All right. You make your way up.
Yeah, I'll let the party know that I just got the message from Vortex, and I'll send back up kisses. And
Get
I'll also let the group that's with me know to keep an eye out for Isla, the blonde. Isla, and I'll say I'll just let them know we don't know anything for sure, but she's the only blonde on the ship right now. So as of right now, her, Justinia, and Dario, I say tonight all, are key suspects. We need to try to be keeping an eye out for them as often as possible. But let's get up there.
Yeah.
All right,
All
let's
right.
make our
So you
way.
guys make your way up.
Yeah.
You guys go directly there, and Vortex, as you hear them coming down the hall, you start looking around, and the marks are fading quickly. Are you gonna do anything to try and stop it?
One
Stop
second,
time.
1 second. Um, would slow work for this? Since it alters time in like a 40-foot cube?
It would, but I'll be honest, I don't think you would have to use something that strong. I'm gonna say, given your talents,
Or
uh,
I have another
just
idea
make it.
too. Go on.
Okay, go ahead. What's your idea?
Would I be able to do like minor illusion to kind of emulate what the sigils are in my room? How long would
Yep.
that last, right? Like a minute?
That lasts a minute. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'd like to do that.
All right. So you cast the spell. You're holding it, and it's right about this time. You turn the corner and you see what's going on.
I guess would it be like an arcana check or something to figure out what the marks are?
Uh,
The marks are what Vortex put on the bottom of Dario's shoe.
Oh, but
As the
they're
tracker.
like all over the walls and that. All
Yeah.
right. I see. Yeah, just lantern first of all. See if I reveal anything.
don't mind the wisps.
Yes,
gonna
you
yell at you.
see. You do see an aura coming off, but it's different than the one you have been seeing. It's very, very faint, and it's dissipating quickly. But there is an aura there. It's different from the one you've been seeing, though.
Guys, I think we might be chasing our own tails here, or at least chasing
Make a
two
perception check
different.
for me.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
All of us.
Also, sorry, somebody's mowing outside. Get the fuck out of here! I swear to Christ.
Mhm.
I'm loaded today. Ah!
Did you make the check?
Yeah, I rolled a third nat 20 in a row.
What?
I shit you not. You can look at the log.
All right. Well, you didn't need anything nearly that high for this. You see, as Vortex's illusion wears off, you see, scrolled on the wall, and this is also fading, but it's lasting a little bit longer. And it looks like almost someone drew with a pen that was on fire, and it just says in very finely crafted, brilliant script, "We should chat. Meet at the deck before dinner."
What do you see?
Wow.
What is happening?
Well, friends,
You all see this once Io points this out.
Gee, I wonder who could have written that in flaming pen. Maybe the guy with devil horns?
yeah, but so
But-
we absolutely want to take this invitation, but I'm getting a feeling like we've got wires crossed, friends. That's all that I want to say for now. But just keep an open mind. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but just blow it up. Oh, I'm one
We're not
more
blowing it
twist
up.
away from going down to the engine room, just scuttling this whole shit.
Broken
Done.
arrow.
I'm learning sleep
Um,
spells so I can put you to sleep. when I
I've
need to.
had enough. I can tell you that.
Is there a sleep spell? There is, right?
Boys, it looks like we have a date before dinner, though.
But it was just addressed to Vortex.
So you guys know that if it's if it's something bad like a demon or a devil, that there's no winning, right? Fucking shit's evil, and that's all you get when you deal with them is evil.
My devil beats his devil.
No, and one day we're gonna beat the demon out of you too. Don't worry. Again, consider yourself on notice, there, guy.
Father Maxi?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna beat you senseless, so there's no more demon left. That's what the
Well,
lift's
sure.
for.
If you'd like to find somebody to beat, we can fill the time
Oh, there's
between.
no shortage of people I can beat down around here. Don't worry.
Well, then let's fill the time between now and our meeting with our infernal friend with trying to figure out who
Setting
killed that young
explosives.
lady.
Oh.
And the child.
You
we-
guesstimate you have probably about half an hour until dinner.
Or we can just head that way now.
Let's just go there now.
Let's do it.
We're just
I
gonna.
mean, I put the
go meet out
tracker
in
on
the
him.
open?
I think I should go meet him.
Let's meet him. Let's see what he has to say.
But if it's just addressed to Vortex, then they might only be expecting Vortex.
Well, he's getting more than he bargained
get-
for.
If we try
get the
to-
impression, you get
Yeah,
the
I'm
impression
not sure
that
this is a great idea.
this is a very intelligent person, and he would probably safely assume that you would all end up coming.
Oh,
Okay.
So you walk up to the observation deck, which is the very highest level, and there are a number of benches and a chair set out at the end. And you see sitting there cross-legged, enjoying a nice cup of a hot beverage, Daria.
I knew lightning bolt. I swear to God.
Says, "Ah, welcome. I've been waiting up here for so long. You finally got my message.
Oh.
So, have a seat. There's room aplenty."
Do I still have my
I'll
chef's hat?
stand.
I'll take a seat across from you.
Yes, you do.
Okay, excellent.
This is looking like a Baldur's Gate cutscene now. Yeah, I'll stand.
I must say, I am most impressed that you sussed me out so quickly. I have a feeling it has to do with you, my friend. And he looks at you, Nidal. Usually, mortals cannot see my true face. But you have a nasty little passenger with you, don't you?
Yeah, and he's
Tadpole?
saved my life a few times.
Hey, I am not one to judge. We all make bargains. In fact, it's my specialty. And that is why I asked you to come speak with me here. I have a proposition for you and your troop, and I think it can be mutually beneficial.
As mutually beneficial as my last party.
That was
They all died.
unfortunate.
Not true.
We didn't even
Not-
we
not
didn't
part
even
of the
sign
plan.
it. I didn't
Wait.
even have to have you sign anything in writing. I was so confident.
Fucking-
Wait,
Pretty
what happened
young
to
and
hold up.
up-and-coming group of adventurers would have no problem going and doing that simple job for me.
Then what was he talking about?
You gotta tell us.
This is
not
the
all.
guy that sent me on our last my quest with my last group, and I was the only one to make it out in the end.
Last
That-
group-
Oh, the sorcerer I came here looking for and
That-
couldn't find.
Idiotic blowhard Kato was
sounds like a potato.
so easy to manipulate. Honestly, it was kind of boring. I didn't even have to try.
Don't even remember talking to you. It's not fair.
You were Kato was the one that knew Dario.
Dude, I don't remember that at all. Dude, that was so long ago.
Oh, trust me, I do.
Alright,
It's-
uh,
I
Hey,
have
look,
no
Kato
Alright.
certainly doesn't remember. All right, Kato's long gone.
Orion's not dead. He's just away.
Oh, he'll be dead the next time we cross
Well,
paths. Don't worry.
I'm
Yeah,
I-
so it's probably better that I didn't sign your little contract there. Obviously, that would have been a bit more
Well,
binding.
uh, there's still time, and I hope by the end of my pitch you might reconsider.
so I'll
You
sit down
see,
on the bench next to him and say, all
More
right,
of a
let's,
one
I-
D
let's
kind of
have it.
guy.
do not even put me in the same category as that disgusting creature that has attached itself to you. I am no demon. I am a representative of the Nine Hells of Beator. I've
Ooh.
been sent here to monitor the situation as it directly impacts my particular lord, the impeachable, pragmatic, splendorous lord of the Iron City, Dispater.
You say that 10 times fast for me, real quick. Just
I spit on the ground as he says that name to ward off ill omen.
So barbaric, you gith.
I spit again just to insult him.
Kind of rolls his eyes and takes a sip from his cup. So, I happen to know exactly what is going on here. I know what is going on in this ship, and furthermore, I know what is ailing this particular region and the world at large. And I could tell you. I could tell you all you want to hear and more.
For a price.
But I have a job that needs to be done.
This is interesting.
So,
Io
if
says,
you're
this,
willing to agree to that job, I will tell you everything you want to know.
Cock an eyebrow at him and say, like, what would possibly benefit us from, doing your work for you?
Well, they do say the best weapon one can have is information. And that is just so happens to be what I am willing to barter in this scenario.
And
Who
how do
says
we
that?
know it'll be the
Devils?
truth?
If bound by contract, of course, I cannot lie.
Interesting.
How do I know that's true?
well, hold on for a second now.
Make either a history or a Arcana check, Nidal.
There it is.
Could I also do this to glean what I might understand about what
Sure.
I've learned?
So with the
See
dirty,
what you know about the devil.
so with the dirty 20, you know that contracts with devils are ironclad. Neither party can breach the contract without severe repercussions. In this case, it would be repercussions from the Lord of the Hells that this particular devil is in service to. And if one of the archdukes, archfiends of the Hells was to breach their contract, they would answer to Asmodeus, the Grand Lord of the Hells. And if he were to breach a contract, he would be held in check by the rest of the gods. So it's this very tenuous kind of agreement that has been struck, and you don't know the specifics of why the agreement was struck or why devils are even allowed in the Rift to walk the plains of Evorum. But they're here, and this one is willing to make a deal with you.
So, and Io sitting next to Dario. Just kind of cocks his head and looks over and goes, "So, I have a couple of questions. First of all, do you have a name or at least something that we can call you other than Dario? That
Tell us our
seems
true name,
Well,
Neville, and then maybe we
although
can treat.
although I do admit that I grow very tiresome of the name Dario. It so boring, like so much panache, so much jazz.
God, you are
see
Neville.
drama. I understand that. I understand, and that's why I feel like you're the type of person who also
The
does
name I usually go by when I am doing business throughout the greater realms at large is Zev.
Zev. Well, Zev,
Z-E-V.
it is an absolute event for us to have
Why,
met.
thank you.
Now, on its face right now, and obviously we can get into specific as time goes on, you want us to do a job in order to provide us with the information to ostensibly take care of our situation on this ship. Now, I would have to guess, as a fan of drama, you're also a fan of bargaining, aren't you?
I am.
Terrific. So then I have a counteroffer for you.
Mm.
And now I would like to try to sleight of hand slip the dimensional shackles onto him.
Oh man.
Okay.
Well,
Here.
Alright.
Nat 20, number
is-
4 coming up.
Oh my god.
what is happening?
Oh,
Man,
come buy my
characters-
lottery tickets, dude. Come on.
No, right.
It's probably all gone after this.
I just kind
No,
of love
no,
it. Just pick
Shitting
out
me?
any, pick out any
He,
4 scratch offs.
I just need 3
he
numbers, man.
rolled. He rolled an 18.
You're 18. Look at that.
So you slip the shackles on him. And he goes, "Well, this is quite forward of you. Usually I have someone buy me dinner first."
Oh, I got no problem getting down and dirty, my friend.
And then you have these shackles on him. He still has his cup of tea. It didn't spill. And you see he just flicks his left wrist. And the shackles fall off of him. Almost fall through him. And he says,
Spooky ghost.
Clause 8, Section 4, subsection 0-4b, states that while on official business of the Hells, no emissary can be detained while on the plane.
Of what contract was this? The clause in?
Oh, I would love to tell you. But I'm afraid we would have to enter an agreement first.
See the where the contract doesn't matter. So this fucker right here has his loophole. Either way, the result is the result. We played our hand in here. We fucking are. Io
You
is
got it.
boiling at this point, just staring daggers at this guy, like clenching his pipe in his fist, about to snap the stem off of it.
Oh. Don't worry, you're not the first that is tried, and you will not be the last. It is, unfortunately, one of the first handful of things people attempt.
What
when-
job would you want us to do for you?
I don't want any fucking part of this. And Io walks away to the like the railing.
There is an individual of little renown, but quite some power that I need you to eliminate for me. And
Ooh.
as an added bonus, this will also serve to stabilize the region you find yourself in and help in the grand effort against these imbecile incursions. So if you think about it, it is really a win-win.
Well, I am thinking about it. And how does killing a no name with no renown help stabilize the region in which we, find ourselves?
Yeah.
Now, you
You know,
see, if you get to be as old as I am, you quickly realize that the most dangerous individuals are the ones you've never heard of. For good reason. They work tirelessly to make sure that their identity is obscured while they make their actions in the background.
so individual of little renown is actually,
Kinda like
code for sleeper of great skill and deadly talent.
Oh,
Liable to
do not mistake me.
Nathan.
This individual is of immense power.
And you
But
want us to kill them.
I do. Especially with all of you managing to get out of that clusterfuck that was the incursion in Riverbend.
Yes, you can thank me. I led them to safety. And they got
And the fact that
That's very
you,
proud.
Night All, are still alive after all of this time has proven to me that you are capable. Now, while your first job did not go as planned, I'm willing to overlook that and give you favorable terms.
Well, considering we weren't under official contract, I would say that that just never existed.
He chuckles.
According to your terms.
Well, when you have made as many deals as I have, you realize that sometimes the best deal is no deal.
And that's what I'm saying to you. No deal, Chief. And then Dagoth is he, gives two fingers, and is like, don't take too long, Night All. We have shit to do. And then walks
Give him
up.
the peace sign.
No, I gave him the other two birds. You know what I'm saying? It was like flammo, left, right.
Ah, so now that it's just the adults here,
Ooh.
I'm gonna give you time. You don't have to give me an answer right away. I'm actually quite enjoying this little trip. It is riveting. An old-fashioned closed-door mystery. Will they find the killer? Will they not? Will they save the day?
proposition.
Will they die horribly?
We'll consider the contract. Consider for
Hmm.
one decent, like, you know our intelligence. You have faith in us, but first give us a clue to who this is that's causing this on the boat, and we'll consider signing a contract for the other part.
Make a persuasion check.
God.
You see, I would love to help you in the poor souls that are in danger on this very ship, but I cannot without written guarantee of
Considering as
job
an
I need
emissary,
completed
you
being
tried to
completed.
send people on a job without a contract before. Would that not be a
Oh,
violation?
that is well within my purview. All I did was simply ask. There was no expectation of any assistance or information on my end.
Okay, well, suppose we figure out who did this on the boat ourselves and we still decide to pursue your contract. How would we get in touch? Since you said it's not urgent.
As I was saying, I am quite enjoying my stay upon this vessel. I think I might stay all the way to Willowdale. So, you can find me. I'll be around.
All right. I think that's all we need to hear. I don't know about the others. Who's still with me? Rin, Vortex.
I'm here. I'm just outing over by the railing.
I'm just outside the
Take
room.
your time, but do not take too long. I might find someone else to do the job.
I don't think there's anyone else on this boat capable.
You'd be surprised.
Who else do you think would be capable?
Well, now if I told you, you'd go off colluding. Try to drive
No,
the price up.
I just want to know who else here is strong. Maybe I'll
I'd be
consider
happy to
recruiting them
tell
for
you.
another quest.
I'd be happy to tell you. If you sign the contract.
Yeah, we'll put that on hold.
TikTok.
Well, sorry, but if you're not getting me to Hattenbauer, I'm not interested.
This is a physical contract, right? Like piece of floating burning paper.
Yep. He flicks his left hand, and right there you see a contract with an inkwell and a quill next to it.
Now, with my magic quill, can I quickly jot down that entire contract?
You cannot read it.
That is bullshit. How am I supposed to sign a contract I don't understand?
It's almost as if only the people he wants to read it can read it.
Ah, convenient. Well, we'll think on it.
So,
then. I'm not
we
speaking
are
for the rest of
hitting-
the group.
We are hitting the 2.5 hour mark. It's getting late, so we'll
Nice.
wrap up. Is there anything anyone wants to get done quickly before we wrap up?
Nope, I'm good.
Yeah. I had my one play. And I
Indeed.
played.
It was a good play. I did anticipate it, and I had to double check, like in the lore, and
Nice.
yeah, no dice.
Damn.
Don't worry, guys. Plan Z is ready to go on demand. You know what I'm saying? Blow the engine, swim to shore.
Skibbs, you would have appreciated the next steps of my